All this is Dr. Mobeen Sayed from drbeen.com. Welcome to one more show. So apologies, my mic was a little away. So the I'm feeling better. The only change in my status has been that since last night I have tinnitus in both of my ears. I used to have tinnitus before. This one is a little louder and it is persistent. In the early days, it was coming and going, and now it has become permanent. And I suspect it would now stay permanent as well. But uh, let's talk about the symptoms overall. Also, I will do a talk today after this one on Odyssey. So there'll be a little bit of a struggle to go to Odyssey. I would do the talk over. I'll create the link. I'll share the link here on the community side, and then I would see you hopefully there on the Odyssey. I want to make sure that in the coming days, as we are getting 1 million cases almost per day, as John Snyder, our uh, awesome guru Bean on Discord, points out as well, we'll have millions of cases. A cool bean doctor had said that they are trying to figure out how in next 2 weeks, when there'll be millions and millions of cases and the burden on hospitals, how are they going to manage when they won't have, God forbid, the hospital beds. So considering this, there is an important topic to do, and that is how to prepare yourself to better manage yourself and to protect yourself as much as possible. So that discussion cannot be had on YouTube because of their censorship policies. So we'll have to go to Odyssey. So we'll do that. So now let's very quickly go over my status. Then we'll go to Odyssey. So here is my status compared to previous days. Defects in me. So because of software engineering, I call them defects. So fatigue, no fatigue, I'm fine. Headache, no headache. Runny nose, I had slight runny nose. Maybe once or twice I sniffled during the day. So this is different from previous days when I had no runny nose. And doctors say that this can be up and down. So runny nose, I would say little bit, little bit. Nasal congestion continues. I am using antihistamine nasal spray as well. Even then, I have this nasal congestion. You can hear that in my voice. So that continues. But there is no irritation. In the beginning, there used to be mild irritation throughout my nose and in the back of the throat. That irritation is not there, just congestion. Similarly, sore throat. I do not have a sore throat, but I do have a little different voice. So there is a I think this is because of the dryness and the uh, mucus that is accumulating or the tissue damage around this area that has caused a little bit of a voice change or local inflammation. Cough, no cough. Bronchial irritation, remember that little phlegm that I started having 3 or 4 times a day? That is not there anymore. Oxygen saturation stays within 98, 97, 98. And this has been continuous. And this is how my meter reads my oxygen even before COVID. So I would say no change and no drop in the oxygen saturation. GIT issues, I had them again today. So that is an interesting one. If these GIT issues were because of the meds and supplements and things that I've been taking, then that should be continuous. But I had the GIT issues. Then for the last 2 or 3 days, I did not have them. And today, again, I had GIT issues. So to me, it seems like a COVID cycle. And now there is another cycle of the GIT issues. And we have done this discussion many times. A minority of the people can develop GIT issues, normally about 4%. Immune system, so no fever, no lymph nodes, no painful swellings, nothing. But I definitely believe that there is inflammation going on in the internal ear. That is why my tinnitus is there. And because the internal ear and the hair cells and the blood supply to them are so sensitive that if you damage them once, they don't recover very well. So this tinnitus that I've developed, I do not expect it to go away. So that is the only anomaly that I would say I have developed. Anosmia, No anosmia. So I am very particular in testing my sense of smell multiple times during the day, and there is no anosmia at all. Sleep and rest. I actually slept very well even last night. And during the day today, just before this lecture, about 5 o'clock, so about an hour before, I slept for 2 hours and I didn't even know. I just went to bed and I slept. So it seems like the body in general is tired and fatigued, but I don't feel it. I'm doing my day to day activity. Today, actually, I started working 7 in the morning and I continue to work till I believe 3:30 or 4. And then 4, I went to bed, and 5, I woke up and I was fast asleep. So that is interesting. I have never been able to sleep during the day. So this is the status. In terms of meds, we know that what I have been taking in the previous other talks as well, I have mentioned them. There is no change in medicines. It is These are the same medicines so far. So somebody said, "How is your appetite?" Very good. I am eating as regular. This is a good question. GI alone is good reason to self isolate? No, I don't think if somebody just has GIT symptoms, they would think it is COVID. I started with the COVID upper respiratory symptoms. Even now, I have upper respiratory, nose, and strangely ear. So that area is involved even now, and GIT. Lori says, "So happy that you're better. Thank you very much." Uh, John Snyder says, "My tinnitus mostly went away." So that is a good one. That gives me hope. Did it go away after some days or did it go away right away? For me, it started last night. I could hear it during my silence of the night, and then I had to put on some rain music or rain to drown it out. And then since the morning, it is there. It never gave me a break again. Margaret says, "Any change in your diet?" No, the same change, same food, same things. We're not able to go out because we are uh, COVID positive and we are quarantining. So whatever was at in home is what is being recycled and used. Not recycled, but used. Jongi says, "GIT issues are a huge part of COVID for me and my partner, and they came and went from day to day too. Some days horrendous, other days almost nothing." That's the same thing. So my doctor as well, they said it is up and down. So sometimes you feel that, hey, you're all good and happy, and sometimes you just go down. So this is ninth day for me, and generally I am fine. I was running around doing my things. I would go down fast. I usually go down and up the stairs fast, so I never felt anything. But this one persistent tinnitus is there. And the GIT issues, for example, I feel bloated, gassy. I hear the GIT, rumbling sound. So that means that GI peristaltic waves are a little more faster, are faster than normal. So you could hear the rumbling and those waves. And of course, with that, um, if the GIT is peristalsing faster, then the stools will become softer as well. Scorpy says, um, symptoms come and go. Correct. So yesterday I felt I was 100% done. I'm done. And today I had congestion, runny nose once or twice, and GIT symptoms again. Sita says no phlegm. Yeah, so no phlegm. That is the good part. Um, Juby says, "Hi everyone. So happy to see you looking well. Thank you very much." And it was strange. Yesterday uh, Two Feathers says, "So glad you made it, Dr. Bean. Thank you for taking us on this journey." Thank you. I'm not out of the woods yet. I'm still going through this, but it seems like it is becoming better and better. Then maybe I hope John tells me that his tinnitus actually went away. So then, as his did after some days. So Simple Garden says the thick throat feeling and phlegm has come and gone since March 2020. What causes that? So in my opinion, this is opinion part because I don't have a study to back up what I'm going to say. In my opinion, the virus is gone, but the local cells, in immune system cells in this area is filled with immune system cells. Tonsils are there, and the other um, immune system structures are present here, because this is the gateway into our body. So immune system has got a lots of guards sitting here. So those cells, I believe, they get dysregulated, just like the remaining immune system can become dysregulated. Imagine, I'm going to say it's cytokine storm in this area only. Imagine immune dysregulation in this area only. The memory cells and the T cells and the B cells, they're sitting here, they're not functioning correctly, and they keep creating this inflammatory state. Maybe they're even producing antibodies, maybe they're even doing cytotoxic activity locally, which causes this damage. Not enough to cause pain and those, but enough to just keep this um, extra mucus production, and that is probably the cause, because the virus is not there. I have black seed oil and manuka honey every day. Roller girl says you're getting better and better every day. Yes. So my voice is like this. I feel congested, but there is nothing else. Everything is fine, and I hope it stays fine as well. Okay, so how long Omicron? So for me, I believe that 8th of the January is when it started. Today is 17th, so 9 days. And I have heard about another 3, 4 days. We'll see. Some people just have 4, 5 days course. No. So Laurie says, did you have any bruising? No. So no bruising, nothing. Um, Skyfrog says, I'm surprised, no cough. No cough, nothing. So uh, Denise says mast cell stabilizers, especially for GIT. Okay, I'll do that. Yes. So Westfield says, can you take over the counter flu medicines? Yes, I'm taking. So cough medicine is not needed. Fever reducer, I'm taking aspirin anyways. Plus, I'm taking ibuprofen or Tylenol, and then decongestant. I have not taken decongestant except the nasal sprays. So maybe I should take decongestant. And um, correct. So, any reason unvaccinated folks that test positive for COVID do not test positive for antibodies? Some people have a response through their innate arm better and even the cytotoxic arm. And because of that, it may be that they are not producing enough antibodies, or they are producing the antibodies, but the tests are not able to pick them up. So, there could be multiple reasons. Okay, so with this, I'm going to stop. And once again, we will go to Odyssey now. It is kind of a struggle always to go to Odyssey. So I'm going to figure it out. I will post the link here in the community channel, and we'll go to Odyssey. I'll put that on Twitter as well. Um, Once the talk on Odyssey is done, I'll put the link on this talk. So anybody who's hearing here could either go to Odyssey and see the latest video there after about an hour or so, or just have the link, which I would update another hour later. So this is how we'll do it. First, I thought that I'll do the video talk here. Odyssey usually copy it over within half an hour to 1 hour, then I'll delete it from here. But I'm going to talk about too many things that uh, YouTube could become very upset. And secondly, the if I delete it here, any chat messages will be deleted. So what do you think, the folks here who have been for some time? Should we do the second talk here? It will automatically be copied over to Odyssey in an hour, then delete it here. I hope that is sufficient time, or short enough time that YouTube will not become active during that time and create a strike. So let me know. I'm going to hang up, and I can see your comments for a few minutes. And once I have your advice, I'll do accordingly. Thank you very much. Stay safe, happy, and healthy. There are links in the description if you would like to support this work. There you can buy me a coffee, or you can become a patron, or you can use PayPal. And for those who had left comments that I have this pity party every day or self pity every day, I think I cannot make people happy. There are people with deep pain which I have no solution for. These discussions are to present a patient's journey on day-to-day basis, so you can see what could be happening. And that is all it is. I have done nothing more than that. I've not asked people to give me extra empathy or sympathy or cry for me. Here I am. So stay stay strong, safe, and healthy and happy. And we would meet again on the Odyssey side. And once again, if you would like to support it, the smallest support is just to share this video. Otherwise, you can use the links to support it as well. Thank you very much. Bye bye for now. And I would give me your comments. Do the next talk here and then copy it over and delete, or go to Odyssey and do it there.